Hello and welcome to the Daily Millwall for Friday the 23rd of June 2023. Now in yesterday's video, it was reported that Burnley were considering making a move for Zian Flemming. Well, today we have news out that Burnley did make a bid to Millwall for the transfer of Zian Flemming to Burnley. And that bid was rejected quite firmly and quite quickly. That was a bid in the region of £8 million. So here we go. This is from a website called Voetbal International, vi.nl. This is from the Netherlands, but it's all over the place. Burnley make bid for Zian Flemming. There is a chance that Zian Flemming will get his desired move to the Premier League this summer. Burnley have made an offer to Millwall. According to sources in England, it was immediately rejected. The arrival of Flemming is a fervent wish of manager Vincent Kompany. It would be a bid of around €8 million. But that is no reason for Millwall to cooperate with the transfer of the Amsterdammer. The clubs will continue to talk to each other. The former player of Ajax, Zwolle and NEC, among others, has managed to make a big impression in the first year at Millwall, which plays in the Championship. The forward counted for 15 goals and 3 assists in 43 games and was regularly named England's Player of the Month. Flemming's contract in London runs until the summer of 2026. Should Flemming's transfer actually happen, Fortuna Sittard will also benefit. The Limburg club agreed a resale percentage last season. So this is a Dutch website, that's why I've translated it using my browser, so that's why it's a bit ropey, but yeah. So they're saying €8 million. Why are we getting bids in euros? Are we not? I thought we left the EU. Why are they bidding in euros? So I think there's cross purposes. So where did this come out from? Because this Dutch website wasn't the first to have it, but if it's €8 million, obviously Burnley have made a bid in pounds, and then someone's translated it into euros, told people, oh, Burnley have made this an 8 million bid, and then it's come out that it's an 8 million bid, but it's €8 million, not £8 million. So I don't know. Very interesting. So we'll see. Will Zian Flemming take this up, and will he want to leave? I think he can do better than Burnley. I think it's very likely that Burnley will be one and done. I think they're going to go up, they're going to struggle, and then come back down. But we'll see. We will see. We'll see how this develops over time. The transfer window, when does it shut again? It's 1st of September, isn't it? It's going to be squeaky bum time until then, isn't it? All of those who have bought your season tickets, fingers crossed, and we'll see. We'll see. We certainly hope that if it does happen, that it's for a lot more money and it doesn't happen or at the end of the transfer window, because then if we haven't got time to get other people in, it's a bit stupid, but we will see. Now, moving on to this from rte.ie. That's an Irish website. Millwall have been charged over fan abuse aimed at James McLean. Millwall have been hit with Football Association charges related to 3 alleged instances of religiously offensive abuse aimed at Republic of Ireland international James McLean during their Sky Bet Championship game against Wigan. 2-1 win for the Latics was marred by chanting from the away end at the DW Stadium, and now the FA has acted. Millwall FC has been charged with 3 breaches of misconduct in relation to crowd control for incidents that took place during its EFL Championship game against Wigan Athletic FC on Saturday the 22nd of April 2023, the statement read. It's alleged that the club failed to ensure its spectators and or supporters, and anyone purporting to be its supporters or followers, conduct themselves in an orderly fashion at the game and do not use words or behave in a way which is improper, offensive, abusive, indecent or insulting, with either express or implied reference to religion in the 8th, 12th and 45 minutes. Millwall FC has until Friday the 30th of June 2023 to provide its responses. What the fuck are Millwall supposed to do about a game at Wigan? What the fuck is this dog shit? Is this what the FA is fucking... That's what all they do now. That's what they've been reduced to. This fucking dog shit. Because the Premier League have gone away from them. The EFL have gone away from them. And this is what they fucking do. This shit. What the fuck are Millwall supposed to do about fucking fans at a fucking different ground that isn't their fucking ground? You fucking dickheads. In noting the charge, Millwall said in their own statement, the club strongly condemns discrimination of all kinds and has a zero-tolerance policy against such abuse. McLean won his 100th Ireland Cup against Gibraltar last Monday. Last October, McLean accused English football authorities of turning a blind eye to what he said at the time was 8 years of sickening abuse over his nationality. Well, no, not really. It's not over his nationality, is it? How many other Irish players are getting abused? How many? Many Millwall fans have Irish people in their family. Myself, one of my grandmothers is Irish. And many other Millwall fans, similar. Grandparents, some even parents. People who came over to this country during the Victorian and Edwardian eras, trying to make a better life for themselves, trying to take advantage of the economic success that is found in England that isn't found in Ireland. It's not because he's Irish. He isn't being abused because he's Irish. He's being abused because he expresses hatred for English people and English customs and practices. He does that. We respond. Personally, me, I don't bother with that kind of thing, but I understand why many people do. He hates English people. The English people respond to him. That's what's happening. And it's kind of funny that someone who hates English people so much comes to this country to earn a living, isn't it? For 10 years, apparently. A week before the Millwall game, he was targeted by supporters of Blackpool, who was subsequently charged by the FA. There you go. And we've got Millwall's statement all here. Just the mealy-mouthed, usual corporate speak that they have to say now. Millwall Football Club notes the Football Association's decision to charge the club for breaches of Rule E21 following the Championship fixture away to Wigan Athletic on Saturday the 22nd of April 2023. The club strongly condemns discrimination of all kinds and has a zero-tolerance policy against such abuse. Through the work of its industry-leading Equality Steering Committee, the club takes a very practical approach to combating discrimination and continues to work tirelessly on a wide range of initiatives and measures to help continue driving positive change. You can read a detailed overview of Mill's discrimination work by clicking here. The club is formulating a comprehensive response to the charges which will be issued to the FA in due course. Like I said, this is a complete and utter fucking nonsense. Why can you not express disgust and hatred for an individual who expresses disgust and hatred for you and people who look like, act like you, and think like you? Because of some fucking shit that happened 200 years ago. Here you go. James McLean. Biggest pussy in the fucking world. Going crying to their FA. But he's happy to stand in front of the fans and jeer at them and make fucking gestures. But when the fucking fans respond, he shits his pants and he goes crying to the fucking FA like a little fucking bitch. Fucking twat. Now, this is from londonnewsonline.co.uk. Why has Styles' move not happened? Well, as we all expected, the fee is too high. Millwall boss has his say on Barnsley loanee Callum Styles' release fee could be a factor. Rowett says Millwall would be keen on a deal for Barnsley's Callum Styles, but the price point is key. So they've looked at the deal, looked at the price, looked at the cost, looked at the plan, and thought, nah, not really, nah, you're alright. The 23-year-old spent last season on loan with the Lions and reported earlier this week by the Athletic that Watford were in negotiations, but the outlet added that fee had not yet been agreed by the two clubs. Styles signed a new deal with the Chants before being allowed to head to South London, and that included a release fee. The Hungarian international stay in SC16 was hampered by some spells on the sidelines. The release clause is quite high, Rowett told the South. Styles had a little bit of a missed playing time for injury, which was no fault of his own. We didn't feel it was the right time to try and pursue that one. But he's a player that we would be interested in at the right level. He's Barnsley's player, and what they want to do could be completely different to what one or two of our clubs want. And that's their prerogative. So again, Millwall's valuation and Barnes' valuation is not on a level. And the Watford deal hasn't gone through either, so I think a similar thing happened in there. Barnsley's playing hardball, and good luck to them with that. Now, Millwall and the goalkeeping situation takes another weird turn. Here we go. This is from millfc.co.uk. They signed a goalkeeper he played in a trial. He played it as a trialist in an under-21 game last season that I believe was at someone's training ground. It might have been away. Millwall Football Club is delighted to announce the signing of goalkeeper Ethan Waddy to add further quality to its championship-winning under-21 side. The 21-year-old American joins following 5 seasons at Chelsea Football Club, where he signed midway through the 2017-18 season after his family relocated to the UK. Waddy spent time on loan at Tooting and Mitcham in the second half of the 18-19 season, featuring 9 times for the Hismian League side. In September 2020, he made a loan move to National League South side Dartford. He returned to Chelsea in January 2021. Having made 3 development squad appearances in 21-22 on the closing of the mid-season transfer window, he went on loan to Southern League Premier Division side Hendon, where he played 16 times. At the start of the 22-23 season, he moved on loan to the National League side Woking, returning to Chelsea in January 23. So this is the second goalkeeper that we signed for the under-21 in a week. So we now have, obviously we released Gilmore and we released Sanders. So then we got Dylan Adai, and we've got Ethan Woody. These are the 2 players we signed. We made an offer to Connell Truman, and that hasn't. I don't know what's happening there. You would think, I don't know, seeing as they're going back to the training next week in 4 days. If he hasn't sorted it by then, like, you would imagine he's not interested. So maybe that's why we signed 2 young goalkeepers. But then where's the third choice goalkeeper? Who's that? Is that going to be Joe Wright? Doing that role, playing that role, is that going to be good for his development? Because he went out on loan to Bath City, played very, very well. You really need to be playing game. Just being involved in, because the third choice goalkeeper travels with the first team squad just in case there's a little accident. He takes part in the training and all that stuff. So he's very much involved in match days for the first team. Yeah, very weird situation happening with the goalkeeper. signed 2 young goalkeepers. I'm sure a lot of fans want us to sign an actual goalkeeper the first team because they don't like long. And a lot of people are pragmatic. They realise that Bart maybe just a bit too much gone. He's a little bit over the hill. They're kind of some people remembering what he was and what he is now. But yeah, what's going on with the goalkeepers now? Very weird. We wait to see. Maybe non-league deals are being done all over the shop. I'm seeing loans being made here, there, and everywhere. So maybe if Joe Wright goes out on loan, we'll see. Maybe Connell Truman's already signed his contract, and nobody really gives a shit to tell us that that's happened. And the boys at the Southern News and the South London Press haven't asked Gary Rowett because why would you? He's literally he hasn't played. I think he played in like 4 or 5 under 21 games. But it's not really pressing concern. We've got about 10 minutes with Gary Rowett, is it? So we'll see. Weird goalkeeping situation things going on down. On that note, thank you for watching and fuck James McLean.